An economy of scale is a pretty well understood model that's at the heart of the industrial era. As industries grow, they inevitably take on the burden of creating new services, machines, and methods for supporting their growth. And whether it's running the in-house cafeteria to feed a growing staff, a shuttle bus to transport workers, the power to run their factory, or the devices to store their data. However, companies that do this are creating distractions from their core competency, and they're increasing risk since these aren't services that they're best at. And ultimately, innovating these services very little since they're not likely to invest in R&D for something that's ancillary to their business. At some point, however, the consolidation of these functions across a business makes sense since it reduces the cost of the service and increases the rate of innovation by handing it over to someone for whom it's actually a core competency. That has been and it will continue to be the case across all industries. Economies of scale are not going away. But what has been simultaneously evolving are what I call economies of scope. An economy of scope creates a digital ecosystem within which companies can easily connect to and expand into adjacent markets and new business models. Companies that compete based on economies of scope are obsessively data-centric. One of the best examples is Nike, which has transformed itself from being a provider of sneakers and clothing into a lifestyle and a fitness company that is linked to technology and healthcare vendors. In 2015, Nike CEO Mark Parker described this in a call with investors where he talked about how Nike is partnering with the NBA. According to Mark, I've talked with Commissioner Adam Silver about our role in enriching the fan experience. What can we do to digitally connect the fan to the action they see on the court? And how can we learn more about the athlete in real time? Another example and a fierce competitor of Nike's, by the way, is Under Armour. According to its CEO, Kevin Plank, brands that do not evolve and offer the consumer something more than a product will be hard-pressed to compete in 2015 and beyond. Nike and Under Armour may not be the first thing you think of when data comes to mind. However, their basis for competition and their ability to connect with the customer stems directly from their ability to capture as much data as possible about their customers through technologies such as wearables and embedded sensors. So think about it. How do you use your data to connect with your customers?